Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey. If you're new here, I am very thankful to have you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this video. Today I'm going to do a weight loss vlog, finally. I took a little bit of a break. If you are a returning viewer, I used to do these every Friday, really. I filmed them every single week, and essentially the idea was to update you on my weight loss from the week prior. So I was doing really good. I was updating, I was in a routine, I was doing what I needed to do, and then I kind of started struggling with my food choices. I started struggling with the way I was feeling, and then summer kind of got away from us. We had a bunch of trips that we were going on. We were not in a routine. I was away from home. I was dog sitting. We were traveling. It was like party here, party there, birthdays, celebrations, 4th of July. It was nuts. So we have finally made it to the end, pretty much. What is today? Like the 26th, I think I'm filming it on. But we made it to the end of July, which essentially for me, as someone who truly misses like back to school, the end of July marks like the end of summer, because when I was in school I used to go back at the beginning of August. So once it got to the end of July, it was like, well, that's a wrap on the summer, which is kind of how I'm programmed. I did that for what, 13 years of my life, so even longer because college is the same. But long story short, I'm back. We're back in routine. We're back at home. We don't have any trips until the end of September, so I have time to like kind of settle, adjust. We also got a new puppy. He may make an appearance because he's a little bit of a mama's boy still, and he's also chewing on his toy. So if you can hear that, don't. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we got a new puppy. We're adjusting to that life. He's not fully vaccinated yet, so we can't take him outside. I've been like holed up in the apartment. It's just been an adjustment period over the summer, and I fell off. I fell off with eating. I fell off with vlogging. I fell off with the whole everything. Fell off with everything. So I haven't done a weight loss vlog in a long time. So that's what this is. We kind of made a switch. We went to New York, if you saw my vlogs. If you didn't, go watch them. But I vlogged our New York trip, and it was the first time we went, and we were eating, and we were drinking, and we were having fun. But when we got back, we were like, you know, we kind of feel like shit. Our bodies feel like shit. We are sluggish. We're tired. We're just like puffy and inflamed. And even when we were eating healthier before, or when I was eating healthier before, the food choices I was making just like weren't doing it for me. They just weren't making me feel good. I wasn't excited to make meals. I wasn't excited to wake up and eat the next day, which is saying a lot because I love food. I love trying different flavors, meals, cooking. I love the whole thing. So when I wasn't, hold please. When I wasn't excited to eat those meals, or I wasn't excited to try those snacks, or whatever the case was, it was sad, and it also just didn't make me feel good. And if you are interested in what I was eating before, you can go back and look at my other content that I posted. But I was really just doing like high protein. I was eating any kind of food, dairy, without, obviously I was tracking my calories. That's how I was losing weight. But I wasn't tracking anything else. I didn't cut out anything, and I was just eating whatever as long as it fit in my calories, which for some people is great, but that wasn't working for me because the food that I was choosing to eat just wasn't satisfying me. It just wasn't itching the parts of my brain that I needed it to, or my taste buds. You know what I'm saying? So like, I do like protein powder, and I do like protein shakes, and I like protein ice cream, and I like all of those things, but they just weren't making me feel good. I didn't feel good in my body. I didn't feel good about the choices I was making. I didn't feel healthier, even if the scale was going down, which that's not my goal. This is a long-term weight loss goal, and I would love, are you okay? I would love to be able to keep the weight off once I do eventually lose it, because I've been on a roller coaster of weight loss and gain my entire life. He's a parrot. Sorry if this is distracting, but I have lost weight, gained weight, lost weight, gained weight for my whole adulthood, and even part of my adolescence too. So this is that's not what I want to be doing. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to yo-yo diet. I don't want to do that. So we made a change in the foods that we were choosing to eat. We are deciding kind of to do paleo-ish. Paleo-ish. I don't even know if I'm comfortable like labeling it as paleo. He's playing with my hair. Okay, he's settled down now. Sorry for that. But I don't even know if I feel comfortable labeling it as paleo because we're not really doing paleo. We're not doing Whole30. We're not doing that. But we are using the paleo guidelines as a reference point, I should say. So if you're unfamiliar, paleo is essentially just like whole foods, but you don't eat grains, you don't really eat dairy, there's not really any alcohol except red wine, and there's no refined sugar. So it's really just whole foods. Fruits, vegetables, lean meats, fish, you know the drill. As little processed food as possible, just whole things. We are doing paleo-ish because I personally like some dairy products. Like I really like cottage cheese and I really like Greek yogurt and butter for the most part. I don't think those are negative for my health. I think they are positive additions. They add, besides the butter, they add a lot of protein. So I'm keeping those dairy products in moderation, obviously. And then we are also keeping grains in. So rice is like a big staple in our diet. And I keep saying our, it's me and my fiance. If you're new here, hi. I live with my fiance. We do similar things. So we eat a lot of rice, and I don't think that's negative as long as you're tracking it. I think it's fine, or as long as I'm tracking it. In my case, I could eat a lot of rice, which is not helpful for weight loss, but if I track it, I think it's fine. And then also we do eat some breads. So we use the Dave's Killer bread usually, and that's as clean as a bread as you can get unless you make it yourself. So I think that's okay. It adds a lot of fiber too, so I think that's also fine. And then we're not completely cutting out sugar like fully. We're just trying to cut out any of like the weird sugars, you know what I mean? Like, and we're also trying to cut out what are those called? Artificial sweeteners. Except I will not say no to a Diet Coke every once in a while, but I'm trying to get off doing it every single day because they are inflammatory in my personal experience. So that's why I said paleo-ish. We're keeping some grains, we're keeping some dairy, we're keeping some sugar, and by that I mean I have like Who chocolate bars, but they're like organically sourced cane sugar, coconut sugar, whatever. So it's not like I'm going out and eating a Hershey's bar and calling it good. That's not what I'm doing. We're just being very particular with the kinds of food that we're putting into our body, and we're using paleo as a guideline. And we've been doing it for 1 week tomorrow, and I honestly feel really good. I did weigh this morning because when I used to do the weight loss vlogs, I would weigh to like keep up with my weight loss. Obviously that's the whole point, except I didn't weigh before we started this, so I have no reference point because I know I did gain weight over the course of the summer because I wasn't tracking, I wasn't doing what I should have been doing or what I was doing before when I was losing weight, so I know I gained. So I don't know if I lost anything or not, but I can tell you that I feel better. I feel much better. I feel lighter. I feel healthier. I feel more equipped for my workouts, which sounds so weird after only 6 days. But when I was eating all like the high protein and the heavy like protein powders and artificial stuff, I would have a hard time in my workouts because my stomach would hurt. Even if it was just a little bit, I've always had kind of stomach problems. So my stomach would just hurt, and that would keep me from being able to like fully go all out sometimes because my stomach was hurting. You don't want to go all out if your stomach's hurting. You're like, oh, I'm gonna poop my pants. Like you don't want that. So it has been kind of refreshing to not have my stomach hurt really at all. I also started taking a prebiotic, which I think is also helping. It's the Ollie gummy ones because I'm 5 years old. They're really good. Would recommend. But that coupled with the whole foods and no artificial sweeteners, no super sugary things, I think it's like agreeing with my body very well. And everybody is different. I don't want to get on here and say everybody needs to eat this way. No. Do not put words in my mouth, okay? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying some people thrive with the high protein powders, protein shakes, chicken rice. That's their thing, and that makes them feel good, and it makes them feel light and healthy, and that's awesome. Keep doing that. Some people feel good being vegan. Some people feel good eating in moderation everything, like whatever they want, without any restrictions whatsoever, which is awesome and great and perfect and wonderful for them. But I'm just saying, for us specifically, we have felt better, I'll get into my fiance in a second, but I have felt a lot better than I was feeling before. I don't feel heavy. I don't feel overwhelmingly full. I haven't really felt sick after eating, which was happening sometimes. I feel like I could do anything after I eat a meal, which was not the case before, because I would just feel really bad after eating a snack or whatever. And I just really like it. The working out thing is like really the only note that I have from this week. I do feel much better in my workouts, which is good because I was feeling bad in my workouts before, and that was causing me to not want to do them, which was, you know, that's just like a very negative cycle. You don't want to work out, you feel bad, blah, 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 and then you end up not working out. That's not what we're trying to do. Obviously, I'm trying to move my body, I'm trying to lose weight, I'm trying to burn more calories. So feeling better in my workouts is like really game changing to me. And it's just crazy how different I feel in such a short amount of time. I will say, if you're following paleo like strictly, you may feel bad at first because you're not detoxing, but you kind of are detoxing all of the like chemicals and stuff that you were eating before and all of the negative things that you were putting into your body, if you were putting negative things into your body. If you ate relatively healthy before and then you go to paleo, you'll probably be fine. But some people feel a little bad at first, or they feel a little sluggish, they feel a little tired, and my fiance was experiencing that earlier this week. He's just like felt kind of off. He's felt really tired, and I just think it's such a big shift in his diet that his body is kind of like taking some time to react and get on board with our eating habits. I have only felt really tired one day, but again, we have a puppy. Could have been I didn't sleep good. There are other factors at play. But I've honestly felt very good. And I'm not really cutting out any meats or anything. I'm doing fish, I'm doing chicken, we're doing red meat, lots of veggies for me. We're doing a lot of rice, I will say. We are eating a lot of rice because my fiance doesn't do vegetables really, so we either need like potatoes or rice or something to eat with dinner, so he can have a side other than just the meat that I'm making. But yeah, I feel very good. I'm excited to see where this takes us and to see if I can continue eating this way. I also want to point out that I feel much more satisfied for longer periods of time with these meals, even if they're very similar calorically to what I was eating before. I feel fulfilled longer than I was before with all those other foods that I was trying to eat. And that is helping a lot. I have a history of like binge eating behavior. Not gonna self-diagnose here or anything, but I have struggled with problematic behavior before, and usually when I start eating a certain way, that's like the first problem that I run into, and I really haven't felt that. There was only one time where I got really hungry, but I just don't think I planned my like meal times well enough that day. But yeah, I did not really fall into that behavior really at all, which is, that's a big step for me. And I hope I can continue planning and eating meals like this that help me work through that behavior, because that would be insane. That would be amazing if just changing the way I eat helped like heal that part of me. So I want to keep you guys updated. Obviously, that's what these are for. So next Friday, I will film another one of these and see where we're at. I'll see if I lost weight. I still am tracking calories because I'm a portion control problem girl. So I do kind of still need to track the amount of food that I'm eating. Even though they are healthy foods, I still need to be aware of the amount that I'm consuming. So I'm sticking to around between 1,500 and 1,700 calories a day. And I gave myself that range because tracking every single molecule of food that you put into your body is very hard. And it's tiring. It can be very mentally taxing, especially if you aren't on top of your game every single day. So I'm giving myself a range and trying to stick to that range. And that also helps, like, what am I trying to say? If you don't track every single thing, you're still in that range. You know what I mean? Like if you forgot to track the olive oil or whatever you mix with your vegetables, if you're in that range, you're still safe. You're still moving towards your goals. So tomorrow is Saturday and we have our first like get together since we started eating like this. So we'll kind of see how that goes. I'll see how we feel afterwards because we're not going to be able to necessarily eat exactly the way that we've been doing. But we both went into this knowing that we weren't, if there is a party or if there is a get together or we're going out to dinner with our friends, we're not going to be like, oh, I'm not eating that, because that doesn't work for our lifestyle. We're young, we're 25, we go out, we do things, we eat food that's not paleo-ish, and we don't want to completely restrict ourselves socially because of it. So we're just going to learn how to make better choices even when the options are not the best. You know what I'm saying? So that's the plan. I will let you know how tomorrow goes. I think we're having like hot dogs or something, which is not paleo, obviously. But if we plan accordingly and we eat a good breakfast and we eat a good dinner afterwards, having one hot dog is not going to be the end of the world. So that's the plan. We'll see what happens though. I don't really think I have any other updates for you. I don't know how long this one is going to be. I'm getting back into the swing of things, sitting down, talking to you. And yeah, I'm excited for this new journey. We're still on the same journey, but just it's like a new path on the same journey. You know what I mean? So how many times am I going to say that? But that's what we're doing. Paleo-ish. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling motivated. I also forgot to mention, if you're new here, I'm getting married next year, and I would like to just feel a little more confident in my skin. There's nothing wrong with the way my skin looks now. There's nothing wrong with my body now, but I know I would feel more confident in the photos when I look back in 10 years if I know that I did everything I could to be healthy beforehand. And that doesn't mean go crazy and try to kill yourself in the gym. Nope. I just want to do what I know is best for my body. And when I look back at the photos from our like getting married, I will know that I tried my best. We ate healthy. I moved my body, and that's all I can do. And that will make me feel better and more confident just in itself. Doing that will make you feel better about yourself because you're sticking to your goals, you're working towards something that you set your mind to, and accomplishing goals makes you more confident. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm still trying to lose 100 pounds. That's still my overall goal. I don't know how long it's going to take. I obviously backpedaled a little over the summer, so now we're kind of still at the same weight that I started, which is a little unfortunate, but all I can do is keep going. So we'll see what happens with this new eating style, see if it's more sustainable for me and my life. And I will update you guys next week. And also next week we'll have a little more of a reference point to see if I lost weight or anything. So, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you would like. Like I said, I do these every week, or I will continue to do these every week. I also do meal plans. I do what I eat in a days. I also do some other like lifestyle content if weight loss is not your thing. I do that. I'm gonna do some puppy content with our Pride and Joy, our son. And I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe, comment down below, you know, do the things. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I do also post content there. It's usually weight loss or puppy related, but on my Instagram it's more lifestyle. So if you want, I'll have those in the description below. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.